Hey, thank you so much for the raid. It's Kiyoshi Akira. I think I got that one right. I had time to practice that. Thank you so much for the raid. And thanks, Evil Bud, for resubscribing. Subiversary. 14 months. I can't even believe I've been doing this 14 months, let alone 24 months.
Neither can I.
Can you believe I've been doing this 2 years now, Neil?
No.
Well, it's hard to even imagine that the pandemic went on for so long.
I can't believe that I've made it through.
Oh man! But thanks again, Kiyoshi. It was thanks so much for the raid. And I see you were playing the exact same game as I was. I have played Skyward Sword before, so this is just revisiting this game. I have not played the HD version of it. And so this is me kind of trying to remember it. I played it. It's been over a year. It's been like a year and a half or so. So it's a little fresh in my memory. Like I've decided I will remember as I need to remember. Like, we're still at the very beginning. I just started it for like an hour. I'm just like an hour into the game, so I know I have a long way to go. But like, I remembered where my bird was at the beginning of the game. I was like, oh, I remember where it is. And it's actually not good because I went there without a sword and I didn't know, I was like, oh yeah, I have to get my sword. Where do I get my sword? And so I had to kind of backtrace. So I'm going to have to forget more. But thanks. Yes, we finally beat Pokemon Gold. Oh my goodness. I was so glad that game was over. I enjoyed it. I don't want to make it seem like I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I didn't like the last several days of it. The Kanto part of it, I just didn't feel like was necessary. But anyway. All right, as always, we can take a break from Skyward Sword and play a game off the arcade machine like ZZYZZYXX, which is a weird game, and I did not select that for it, but it is done, Senor Pollo. Cool. You're not disappointed. It was so last year. Well, I guess I started it in 2020. I played through all of the Legend of Zelda games from start to finish. And it's funny, when I was playing Skyward Sword on the Wii is when they announced Skyward Sword HD. And so when it came out, I just kind of sat on it until I had gotten more time had passed because I felt like I had just played it. I do have, I keep forgetting, we do have a Zelda and Loftwing amiibo that we could open too. I don't know if I really need it yet, but here, we'll set it here on the game. Or maybe we won't. We'll open it later. Yeah, let's get started. Let's start playing. Oh, I forgot. I should talk about voting. All right, hold on. Voting. So we're in the middle of deciding my next group of games. I do games in groups of 8. Oh, thanks, Arcade Bear! I have already played this, Arcade Bear, but I have not played the HD version of this. I haven't played the HD version of this. I was playing the Wii version. And so I am looking forward to seeing how well these work better than the Wiimote. I will say so far, thrusting, not so good. But slashing, much better. All right, so if you go to that link up there, you'll get to vote on those 4 games that are right there. Pick your top 4 games. I will tally them with the rest of the games we're going to be playing. And those are the other games we're going to be playing. More Castlevania. Look, we're up to Game Boy Advance and PS2 era Castlevania games. And then I'm going to play Zero Mission. I never played Zero Mission. I played the original Metroid, but I did not play Zero Mission. So that'll be fun too. All right, now we can start playing. All right, let's pick this up. Zero that in. Start. It is amazing how accurate they can get with just the gyroscope. All right, so we have the sword now, so we can actually go free our whatever bird, Zero Wing or whatever it's called, a bird. Oh, I had to pick that up. The game does look amazing. And I forgot about this kind of auto jumping. I guess I'll get used to that. Wait, here, let's... I think I chopped it twice. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I remember this now. Yeah, there's like... Isn't there stuff I have to attack? Bats! Bats, bats, bats! Oh, you know what? I wasn't even locking on. I totally forgot about locking on. It's not too much. It is a little bit. It's funny. Well, that's what I was saying is like, I instantly remembered where my bird was. So I guess in a little bit it is. I mean, it's been a whole year. We'll see. Maybe this will be my chance to finally do a speed run. Put this away. Oh, and then run. Run! There we go. Have you played the HD version, Arcade Bear? Or you're like, I've already played this game. Is that really the record? Is to finish this in 2 hours? There's no way. Monster Claw. Forgot about all that. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. There you go. Ah! I jumped. Well, I can tell you, speedruns, they probably do not hack and slash on the grass. I think he's just like right here. Yay, fries! Maybe I should save. Hey, J Fries. I was hoping I'd find you here. I heard he'd gone searching for your bird around the waterfall, so I thought I'd fly around and help you look. How's your search going? Any sign of your loftwing? Oh, no! Well, let's not lose any hope yet. There's a place up ahead that Groose and his gang are always hanging around. Maybe we'll find something there. Huh? Hey, Pass. How's it going? Who's that? Who's calling for me? Oh. Sorry, J Fries. Distracted for a moment. Let's go. Hold on. Let me save. You never know. 4 hours, 42 minutes. Well, that's probably not going to get broken. Look, there he is. I'll probably finish it faster than I did the last game. But I bet you it won't be near 4 hours. No doubt about it. That's your Loftwing, J Fry's Loftwing. Oh, I guess I have to. Oh. Come on. Alright. Alright. Alright, here we go. Right, am I getting too close? There we go. Alright. Oh, I see. It takes multiple hits. There, that was easier. Thanks, Fast. And I won't skip cutscenes because I love cutscenes, so. Here, let me turn up the audio a little bit.
But you've seen them all already, haven't you?
I know, but
aren't they all exactly the same?
Yeah, but they're in HD.
Oh my god.
In 60 frames per second. Thank you, Pass.
Oh my god.
We should hurry, J Fries. Now that your Loftwing is free, you should fly to the ceremony. Is she gonna push me off the edge again?
Oh,
But
cool.
before you can go, I have to ask you something. I heard this voice a few moments ago. Did you hear it too? Did it say, "Hey, listen"? It's been happening a lot lately. It's the strangest feeling, almost like someone is calling out to me.
The blood moon's rising.
That's a different game. Have you ever wondered what's beneath the clouds? Some say it's an empty, barren place, or even that there's nothing at all down below.
Have you ever wondered about your body?
But I just have this feeling that they're wrong.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you need sexual healing.
Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world under there, far more vast than Skyloft.
A whole new squirrel.
The thing is, no one's ever been down there to see it, and our Loftwings won't fly through the cloud barrier. Can't help imagine the wild things that might be waiting below. Someday, I want to see for myself. That's called foreshadowing.
You know, if I was going to price something $665, I think I'd go the extra dollar to make it $666.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, J Fries. We don't have time to talk. Let's get going. Look, your bird's waiting for you. Just leap off the edge and press down. Don't worry about falling. Your bird will catch you for sure this time.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. The patented Link nod. You have to have Link nodding, or it's not a Zelda game. Oh my goodness. They just leaped off the edge.
Right.
Yay, I've been caught.
If you were flying
Is
it,
this, if I remember right, it's like this. Alright, let's run your bird through the basics just to make sure he's not hurt. You can fly your bird in any direction when it's headed upward. It'll slowly lose speed. When you want to speed up, direct your bird upward to gain altitude. Then drop it into a fast dive. So again, gain some altitude. Dive. to speed up. Those are the basics. Seems okay. Dive. Let's speed up. I remember not knowing how to fly, so this at least helps me.
If you were falling at terminal velocity and the bird caught you, you would push the bird down about 50 feet.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Where do we need to go? While riding your Loftwing, you can press right at any time to go over the basic controls again. I think I got it. You can also charge, which is an attack. It also gives you a burst of speed, as well as slow down when you need to. Try all these moves and see how they feel. Charge. Oh, okay. I am pressing B. Is it saying I need to press it faster? Hey, Nox. That would be cool. Wind Waker was my favorite. Okay. Are we going too low?
The one you did not.
What'd you say, Neil?
What was the one you did not like?
Did not like probably Zelda 2.
Oh,
Because I had to use all the
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. Flying is better with these controls, definitely.
I think you didn't. There was one with the trains, and you didn't care for that one.
Yeah, Spirit Tracks. Yeah, Spirit Tracks would be the next closest one. Well, that's a huge relief. I don't know about you, J Fries, but your Loftwing looks like he's flying great. My father and the others are probably worried about your bird, so let's go give them the good news. There we go. Your Loftwing really is amazing, especially considering everything the poor guy has been through this morning. Or like spirit trash.
Spirit tramps.
I know, exactly. I agree, Nox. Why isn't he punished? I'm gonna fly back and tell father what happened. Okay, she's off to tell her father. Uh-oh, there he is.
No.
Oh, thanks for following. Well, if it isn't J-Fries. Word around the plaza is you found that dumb bird of yours. Well, that's just great because you and your dumb bird can't tell time. All the practice warm-ups me and the guys did were for nothing. Now I'm all stiff. I'm swole. We've been waiting forever for the race to start, and they delay it for you. I don't get it. That big flake gets special treatment. We switched hard. You're almost a man, and yet you still can't seem to go anywhere with Zelda. Without Zelda. I bet you can't even decide what to have for lunch on your own, huh? I don't think we haven't noticed the smug look. Oh, Zelda and I are best friends. We go everywhere together. Ugh. You think you're pretty suave, don't you? Well, don't you?
I bet you think the song is about you, don't you?
Bruce has been going on forever about how he's gonna be the one to be with Zelda. He's really got his pompadour and a ruffle about her. I have to break it to you, but today's the day I bust up this adorable little fantasy land they're living in. Zelda's playing the role of the goddess in today's ceremony, and I'm gonna be the one that claims the sailcloth. When I heard she made it herself, man, no way I was gonna let some scrawny clown snatch that prize from me. Oh yes, that sailcloth. Zelda's sailcloth will be mine. I don't know why I gave it that voice right there. Oh my. Oh man. I bet she was thinking about me when she was stitching it. Oh my goodness, he's got some fantasy going on now. Yep, I can see it now. First I win the big race, then Zelda and I finish the ceremony together on the statue, just the two of us. It'll be special moment alone. Nobody is stopping me and Zelda from having our moment. Oh, it's so real. I can see it.
Has anyone called the police for this guy?
No, he just stole my bird. He should be under arrest. He and his little thugs should be going to jail.
He's planning a rape.
I don't think that's true.
That's what it sounds like from what he's saying.
Oh yeah. Oh, Cruz, Cruz, behind you, right behind you. What? Can't you two see I'm in the middle of? Here to explain just what you meant by our special moment alone. Nothing big really. Just J-Fries, yeah, I was just telling my buddy here how glad I was he found that red bird of his. Boy, I'm looking forward to a fair race. Anyhow, later, Zelda. Look for me during the race. I'll be the one pulling off all the dangerous moves. Hey, Bruce, wait up! You hear that guy? A fair race? Yeah. The chances of that happening are just about less than 0. Either way, don't let those fools get you down, J. Fries. Just get out there and fly the best you can. I know you've got these guys beat, and deep down, I think you do too. We're going, yeah! That's the spirit, J. Fries. Trust me, you can win this. Hey! I think forever they need to not have Link ever say anything. He needs to always be a mute. Never say anything.
No, one day he needs to say, shut up.
To Zelda?
Just to anybody.
The wing ceremony will now begin. Participating students, please assemble. Looks like it's race time. Good luck, J. Fries. How are they doing that? How are they putting out colored smoke out their butt?
Well, it's a special meal.
Hey!
Your attention, please. At last, we are ready to begin the wing ceremony. I was beginning to worry that we'd have to proceed without J-Fries, but luckily, that is no longer a concern. I'm glad you could all make it. Before we start, I'll explain the rules for today's competition. I have attached a small statuette to this bird, who I will then release to the skies. On my signal, dash from the starting line and dive off the ledge. Once you are in air, mount your loft wing. Remember to call your bird promptly with the down button once you dive off the edge.
What's wrong with the big guy's face? Like his eye, he's got like Gowron eyes.
He does. Well, look at his eyebrows. They're kind of grown together and then become like...
It's become his hairline.
Hair, yeah. Whoever catches the bird and claims the statuette will be this year's champion. Those are the rules. Simple enough. I should think, but do you need to hear them again? Nope. Excellent. As you well know, today's champion will graduate to the next class, bringing him one step closer to knighthood. He will also receive a gift from the young woman chosen to play the role of the goddess in this year's ritual. Today is a special day for many reasons, but it is also the 25th anniversary of our fine institution. To celebrate the occasion, today's champion shall also receive this gift, a tie atop the statue of the goddess. I hear the young woman performing the role of the goddess this year has crafted the gift herself. As you all well know, the role of the goddess this year will be performed by
Your mom.
the lovely Zelda. The answer to everything to Neil is your mom. Let's see your finest flying out there. Show me just how hard you've been practicing. Look at Groot. Also, I want to see good, clean flying. Anyone caught interfering with other riders will answer to me. That goes double for you, Groose. Hey. All right, gentlemen. Line up at my command. The competition will begin.
Isn't that what Jeff Lynne sings in Don't Get Me Down?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Bruce?
Don't get me down.
Bruce? Can't get that high, sorry.
Oh, Bruce. I know what you're saying now. We're gonna cut this thing off at the pass.
I hate that saying.
Almost got it. This has definitely been easier than last time. I could barely figure out how to fly last time. Oh! I felt like I had it. Oh. Go, go, go. Ah! I missed it. I had it. Hey, don't you know this is my day to get all the glory? Hey, Justin. Oh yeah, I wanted to see how well they used they were versus the Wii controls. I don't mind them. Yeah, you heard him. Let's see how you fly with egg in your face. They're cheating. Once again. Oh, shit. You got the bird statuette. It proves your victory today. Wait till Zelda sees this. Why did everyone turn off the motion controls? Hey, Fries. Zelda's gonna plummet to her death.
Because the Wii was a fad.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Great flying, J Fries. Congratulations. We better get on with the ceremony. Hey, Fries, hand me that bird statuette you grabbed in the race. You must offer it. Ah. Well, for me, I was like, how much better are the motion controls? Great goddess, guiding light, and protector of our people, grant us your blessing and mercy as I act in your stead during this ceremony. Valiant youth who grasped victory at the celebration of the bird folk in accordance with the old ways, I now bestow the blessing of the goddess upon you. That's true. It's funny because I have the monitor here. Oh, here, hold on. The blessing of the goddess drift down from the heavens aloft the sail, which I now pass on to you. Or Skycam. Alright, so right here is my playing monitor. Right, so this is OBS. This is my other monitor that has the game on it. And still taped to the bottom of this monitor is the Wii sensor. so that I can play Wii games. And I haven't played a Wii game in, gosh, a long time. So, I wonder what the last Wii game I actually played was. Now this has me curious. It's probably one of the Metroids, I bet. Let's see. Metroid Other M was the last Wii game I played. And that was August of 2021. That was the last Wii game I played. Hey, Edgy Rose. Billy is in the Hall of Fame. Billy went on to defeat Red. So we're on to the next game, Edgy Rose. Hey, I played that game for 3 weeks. No, Billy's not dead. Don't tell her that. He lives.
We sent Billy off to the farm. You can see him in the summer.
Now you can jump from any height without fear of painful landing. It smells nice too. Hey Fries, quit goofing. This is supposed to be a sacred ritual, remember? You know, they say that the goddess gave the sailcloth to her chosen hero long ago. Of course, the one you're holding isn't the same one. I've been working hard to finish making this sailcloth in time to give it to today's champion. I'm really glad I got to give it to you, J Fries. Bink, 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 bink. Make sure you take good care of it, okay? Thanks for making it up here. Thanks for making it up here to do this with me today, like you promised, J Fries. I'm sorry, Edgy Rose.
Still freaking out.
You do know what happens. The end, right?
You do know what happens at the farm, right?
Nope. Really, huh? I thought you'd figured it out by now.
Yeah, well, Link is not great looking in the game either.
Yeah. You have to jump off the statue. Oh my god. Look down. See that big round design on the courtyard below? To finish the ceremony, you need to drop down right into the center of it. Leap off the edge here, right? Before you hit the ground, press DR to open up your sailcloth. Just how brave are you? You were really fearless. You'd wait until the last second to use your sailcloth. So ready? Jump!
Oh my love.
He was delicious. Uh-oh. Here we go. Alright. 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 Oh. I kind of got near the center.
We cooked Billy.
Was that good enough?
We baked him into cakes and cookies.
That was perfect. You're amazing, J Fries.
Billy drew a comic book, and we made his ashes into paper, so he could always be in comics.
I thought Billy was an egg, and so we baked him into a cake.
Someone left that cake out in the rain.
Oh. You know, J Fries, seeing as how you won today, and with the weather being so nice, Link is like clueless. You think maybe you'd like to, go flying around the clouds together? If you catch my drift.
Is she trying to be coy?
Yep, there they go.
That minx.
J Fries. Hey, J Fries. Today was amazing, watching you win the race and performing the ritual together. I'll always remember this. It really was wonderful. No, J Fries. Oh, here she's gonna make her move again. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Uh-oh.
It's about your extended warranty on
Yeah,
your car.
exactly. No. This is always bad when you say, there's something I've always been wanting to tell you. Ah! An explosion. What was that? Oh no.
We're exploding this detonation
A tornado.
to remind you of your warranty on your car.
What's going on? There she goes. Ah, J Fries. Antium. A twister.
Oh, what a world. What a world.
J Fries. What is it? I am waiting for you. The time has come for you to awaken. You are vital to a mission of great importance.
Are you okay?
J Fries. Why can't you reach out and get it? Ah, you're awake. Oh. What happened to my daughter? You have killed her, haven't you? When your Loftwing carried you back, You were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. For that much, we can be grateful. He looks down at his legs. But we had to cut off your legs. I am sorry.
We had to remove something else, too.
But J-Fries, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What happened to my daughter? He's actually talking?
She said she couldn't go on living.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A black tornado, you say?
Don't worry, she'll come back to shoot arrows at Ganondorf.
Yeah. That was no ordinary storm. You must not push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me, when you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off? You said she was hearing voices. Is that something?
She must not have taken her medication.
I see. She was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission. How interesting. I'm sorry I was lost in thought there for a moment. It's all very strange. I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda. But so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It would be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It would also be very dangerous. Why not? I mean, it's your daughter out there. Wouldn't you be searching day or night? Rest now, J-Fries. Zelda's gonna be fine. She's out there alive. I know it.
Okay. How do you know?
Yeah. Ghosts! Ghosts, I tell you! Yes. Ghost.
The blood moon rises.
Gotta run now. Hold on. There we go. Wait, shoot, this way. I think I remember this thing attacking me. Yeah. I don't think I can kill it. Yes. Where'd she go? Aha, she's there. Oh. talking about? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What are you talking about? Look at that. He's like expert. He's not good at thrusting though. He can't thrust. He can't thrust worth shit. But he can slash like the best of them. One more hit.
Please don't say thrust again.
Thrust.
I said no.
Go, Link, go. Go, go. Go, Link, go. Go. Uh-oh, we're almost out of stamina. Pop something? Go. Third worst part of this game. I'm curious what the first and second one are. Is it Fee? Into the goddess statue. I liked this story. I didn't think it was so bad. The one chosen by my creator, I have been waiting for you. You will play a role in a great destiny.
God, what's wrong?
According to your social customs, I should provide you with my personal designation. Fee is the name I was given. I was created for a single purpose, long before the recorded memory of your people. I must aid you in fulfilling the great destiny it's your burden to carry. Come, J-Fries, you must take up this sword as the chosen one. By my creator, it is your destiny. The strange dreams troubling your sleep, my sudden appearance, uncertainty surrounding the fate of one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it is only logical that you should exhibit some apprehension. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has a high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you seek, Honorable Zelda, is still alive. What is interesting that too much of the gameplay was boring or recycle. Yeah, that's true, Justin. And the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda, is another chosen one fated to be part of the same great mission. Therefore, should you wish to meet with your friend, I highly recommend you take up this sword before you set out for her and to search for her. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept this sword?
Are you ready to accept?
Yeah. Are you ready to accept Fee into your heart? It seems that further Persuasive measures will not be required. In the name of my creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward. Skyward Sword. She said the name of the game.
Didn't act.
Oh, I guess she did. Ready, stance. Remove.
Keep making that sound. It makes me think of Airplane when they throw the cloth back.
It's not going up. It's not going up. It's not going up. It's not going up. I'm holding A. It's not going up. Remember how I said thrust wasn't working very well?
I'm not going to tell you what it looks like you're doing with that.
Well, here, let's... Alright, there's got to be something wrong with the controller. Alright, let's look at this again. Let's see. Joy-Cons. Let's see. Alright, Skyward Sword. HD. Joy-Cons. Motion control. Thrust. Thrust master?
Who is ass master?
Alright, so it says I recalibrated my Joy-Cons. So where do you calibrate your Joy-Cons? It's gotta be something. Gotta be something there. Are there like settings? System settings? Probably controllers. I'm pressing A. Why isn't it doing anything? Hmm. What did you clip? Aw. Okay. How do I recalibrate them? How do I recalibrate? Doesn't seem to be working. I almost typed we. Recalibrate.
We would like to.
Joy-Cons. Alright. Okay. Go to system settings. Oh. System settings. Try drawing it up slowly. Okay. I'll try that. Ready, stance! That didn't work. Alright, let's go to the system settings. Scroll to and select controllers and sensors. Controllers and sensors. Controller vibrations. Pro controller. Update controllers. Calibrate motion controls. Calibrate controllers. Hold plus or minus on the controller to calibrate. Place the controller on a flat, stable surface with the stick facing upward. The calibration is complete. Yeah, what? Oh, am I supposed to be in dark mode? I don't spend time in the menus. I spend time in the games. All right. Ready, stance.
A lot of times we've played this on the TV too.
Yeah, I usually don't play with the Joy-Cons, actually.
Usually you don't sit that close to it.
Yeah. All right, this isn't working at all.
You want me to try it?
Are you sure that would really help? You think I don't know how to lift it upwards?
Well.
Well, you didn't... we couldn't hear what you said. Here you go. I bestow upon you the Joy-Con of power. Ready, stance! Means turn the Joy-Con upside down. Now hold A. Now pull up. Watch, Neil will be able to do it. You have to be on camera a little bit more. No?
Oh.
Yeah. Why don't you go get me the other Joy-Cons? Probably aren't charged, so that's.
What about your like?
I have these Switch ones, but that won't work. That won't work. We're not worthy. That's exactly it, Justin. We're not worthy. There's other Joy-Cons in there. Go get them. No, they don't have enough buttons. So.
Other Joy-Cons.
Or maybe it needs the little protective things. I don't have the little protective thing. The little things that slide on. They're in there in the little drawers. All right, ready? Ready, stance. A. Remove. 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 This is awesome. Joy-Cons are awesome. If this doesn't work, we'll just switch to non-motion controls. We'll switch back. I guess we'll go get the Pro controller. More responsive stick controls. I bet you they're dead too, but I actually try this first. I doubt this is the solution. Like, I doubt that that it really needs to have
the Wii remote?
Have this on it, but whatever, we'll try.
Can you hook
That's not it.
Can you hook the Wii remote to the Switch?
The Wii remote? No, we're not going back to the Wii remote. And the Wii remote would not be it. Yeah, I think these are probably dead. Yeah. These have not been charged in a while. We have the blue and the red ones too.
Why did we get the black ones?
I think the black ones are the original ones, and then we got the colorful ones.
And why were the black ones on it?
I don't know.
I thought we got new ones because the old ones were drifting.
I don't remember that. This is cutting edge stuff. Exactly, Zab.
What?
This is like pro gamer stuff. You wouldn't understand. This is what all the pro gamers are doing. Like, if you were to tune into
all the
whatever,
pro gamers are playing a remaster of a.
No, they're
playing a retread of an old game.
They're messing with their Joy-Cons.
With a console that's.
I can't even get the Joy-Con off now. Oh, there it goes. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna put these Joy-Cons.
No, if the people were on the cutting edge, they'd be playing Elden Ring.
I need this. Yeah, that's it. Nintendo wants you to only play with the Skyward Sword.
Wow.
All right, so
I've got one nice big fart for Nintendo.
all right, we're gonna plug these on. putting them onto the thing so they charge. Stand. I am pressing your L and R's. Why won't it? This is weird. I'm seeing something different on the stream. Oh my goodness, what have we done? Oh my god. No, we're not on those. Oh my goodness. What is going on? My screen looks totally different. Ready, stance. All right, hold on. Something is going on here. Hold on. Like, my screen is totally different than what you're seeing. Okay, I think that fixed it. Of course, now you're not seeing anything. Okay. All right. All right, ready, stance. Lift, lift, lift. All right. What? I can't get into the menus? Like, we have to reset the game? Really? Really? Really?
I always said they should be called conjoys. Because it's a con that they're joyful.
It's con that the T-Rex hands. Yeah. From the ground. All right, here we go. From the ground. Up. By the power of Grayskull. All right.
You try it with the controller.
No. How would I do that? The controller. I mean, I don't even know where the controller is. Go get the controller.
I did bring it in here. Where did you?
Oh no, I put it back in there.
You put it back there and plugged it in.
Yeah.
And the switch isn't even in there, so it won't charge.
No, it'll charge. It's hooked up to the power.
No, honey. The
power still flows. The power doesn't flow from.
It doesn't flow through the base without the switch.
I think it does. I think I've used those USB ports without the switch being in there. All right, let's take a quick break and do some more words on stream. Let me set it up real quick. And then maybe, hopefully those things charge rather quickly. And we'll try them out. I should have known when thrust didn't work that I was going to be in a world of hurt. See, I was going to switch to non-motion controls, but I can't even get to the setting.
So somebody suggests that there is dead zone in controller settings.
Mm-hmm.
They had it at 10% and it was causing a problem. They changed it to 0 and it worked.
Okay. Let's try that.
It is Reddit though, so who knows?
So who knows? Controllers plus. Okay. Maybe. What's calibrate console? I don't even know what that means. No, we're not doing that. Control sticks? No. Where is that?
In controller settings.
In controller settings. Yeah, I don't see any of those settings.
Find home and select system settings.
Yeah.
Scroll down in the menu.
Yeah.
Controllers and sensors.
Yeah.
Select. Do you want to calibrate control sticks or motion controls?
Yeah. Motion controls. This is what I already did. Yeah. Da da da. Shall we just take our break?
I think it's something about the stick.
Think? All right. Press A to calibrate a different. Tilt the stick. You want to. All right. Turn the stick and check. Wait. All right. Check the file. Plus is shown is not being touched. Turn the stick and check what circle changes color. Okay. This seems. Yeah, this doesn't. This seems to be working fine. All right. Ready stance. Go really fast. Both of them. What I don't like is I can't get to the settings. I don't like that. Let's take a quick break. All right, let's play some words on stream. I'll be right back. See you in a second. All right, I'm back. We might just... Oh, I didn't go get the Pro Controller. I'm gonna go get the Pro Controller. Looks like it took it out of motion controls just by hooking up the Pro Controller, so I think we may be okay. Esto. Shoo. Hey, Demon Dark Glow. How's it going? All right, here we go. Level 9. What were you saying, Neil?
So this is the worst I've done in a while.
Oh. I can't believe it's there. I guess why not? Jay is fake. Pee-pee. Eats. I like how did you get a thesaurus recently, Zav? All right. Level 11. Let us go. Let it go. Let it go. I believe I can fly. I can believe I can touch the sky.
Oh.
This vile game, right, Neil? I believe the children are our future. Yeah, this game is vile and evil. Beeve. I'm doing terrible. I don't think I've gotten one. I'm glad I could help, Zab. How do you spell Evie? Like that. Oh, vibe. That was a good one. All right, here we go. Level 14. It's yogurt. Yogurt. So the P is fake. And the O is hidden. What was fake? Oh, the P. And then I used the P. Really? Gouty? Gouty is a word. Really?
Yes, if you have gout, you're gouty.
Then you're feeling all gouty? Come on. Not everything can be just add a Y to it.
No, but with that, you can.
That one you can, though, apparently. All right, level 16. I think this is where we go 5 letters and above. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Ah, you already did it. Wah. Hey, Doc Plays. How's it going? Welcome. Come on in. Stay a spell. We will be back to Skyward Sword, now with motion, not motion controls, here in a second. Cool. Yeah, well, I was doing fine. We're sitting here playing Skyward Sword. These have failed me. I can't thrust. I can't pull a sword out of a stone. And so we're going to switch to the Pro Controller. Besides that, it's going all right. I don't think we're passing this. One, I don't think I've gotten a word this whole game. Reached. There you go. Kind of predicted that, but level 16 is great. Good game. Level 16, we got to be proud of that. Oh, don't boo. We celebrate over level 10. You got to remember, this game always ends in failure. It's just how well we did.
Just like my life.
Oh, your life's not over yet. It hasn't ended. The failure is yet to come. Oh.
Are you sure?
Oh wait, you do live with me in Florida, so yeah, maybe not. All right, top 3: Zab, Neil, and Zan with the plan. Thanks for that. All right, so we have gone and gotten my Pro Controller. Oh, you know what? I should do the vote. Y'all should we're voting for my future game. So after this game, After this game, we're playing, what are we playing? Hollow Knight, which I've never played Hollow Knight before. And then we're playing that Castlevania game, which I can't read because it's tiny. And then we're going to play what? You decide. Go to that forum, pick your top 4 games. But actually, we're not getting back to Skyward Sword because... Here's why. Because Zab 101010 wants us to play Frogger. Frogger, you remember Frogger? Or at least I do. In arcade mode! That's really loud. That has the amplification because the last game we played was really quiet. All right. I have a filter on there that doubles the audio. You went to school on all of your votes. Okay, meaning you voted. That's all I want to know.
Old school, sugar.
Oh, you went old school. Okay.
Are you sure those contacts are working out?
Yeah, my contacts are working fine. I just never learned to read. It's kind of a sad story, actually. All right. Why don't we play Frog? Oh, wait. I didn't get the high score. The high score on Frogger is not 601,000. Holy shit. Could you imagine if that was the high score in Frogger?
I thought you had this set up so that it pulled up the game automatically. I score automatically.
Oh, no. It's all manual. I have to do it. That would be awesome. I wish I could do that. I don't know how to do that. So.
But you're a programmer.
Yeah, that would be. I don't know how I would do that. I have to think about how I would do that.
Call a table and pull a score out of it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just database, table, pull. Like, how's it gonna? It's gonna scrape chat looking for names after an arcade mode.
I guess what it is. Yeah, that's the key. Is there's no particular trigger for the particular game.
Yeah, it gets really hard from there. All right, let's play some Frogger.
J-Fries will attempt to defeat the high score of 12,290 in Frogger or arcade mode. That couldn't have been that loud. I wasn't speaking that loudly.
It was also surprising.
It's just you aren't expecting it because you're turned around. But that's not... I'm not responsible for that. Like he wants me to be involved, but only like the way he wants me to be involved. I can't have any independent thought.
You just need to sit there and be funny. Be funny.
I'm sure they think it's pretty funny when I spook you out.
Probably.
I always thought the way that you got magnified as the frogs at the end was weird.
Yeah. Getting close. $12,160. Oh my god. That was close. I thought I beat it. That's why I was laughing. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh man, so it was close. That's why arcade mode is so thrilling, Zab. What? You don't like my outbursts?
No. A draft opinion has leaked from the Supreme Court.
Uh-huh.
They're going to
overturn what? You cut out.
They're going to overturn Roe versus.
Oh, really? All right. Let's play another game of Frogger. Can't abort arcade mode.
I mean, I can. I know where the breakers are.
True. That sucked. I just got cheated a lot there. All right, let's play it again. Here we go. Doing pretty good. Crap. I thought I was going so well. Well, I can't believe that snake was stuck on the end of the log, and then all of a sudden I'm on the log and it decides to get unstuck. That was bullshit. All right, let's do it one more time. Oh my god. What the hell was going on? Oh well. Sorry, Zab. We got so close this time, too. Just gonna have to keep trying. I'm just gonna have to keep trying. We'll get it. We'll get it one of these days. I know you really want that Frogger high score. All right. So, let us get back to this game. And so I've switched it to the Pro Controller, and now it is switched to controller. Let's try it. That was much easier. Oh. You got the goddess's sword. This mysterious sword is bathed in divine light. Nice, Ab. Recognition complete, Master. J. Fries, my master. J. Fries. I've had my suspicions, but until now I wasn't sure. Yet here we are in the Chamber of the Sword, the very place where it was foretold the youth of legend would one day appear. It is said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. The very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to a select few of each generation, along with a handful of words. When the light of the goddess's sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its long slumber. Do not fear, for it is then that a youth guided by my hand shall reveal himself in a place most sacred. It started days ago. The sword that I've kept secret all these years, it began to give off a faint, otherworldly light. At first, I was sure I was seeing things. Here alone with the sword, there was simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. The words I have sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the Blade One, who is also youthful in lightness, yet wise with knowledge immeasurable. Ah, yes, the oral tradition, one of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over the generations. The youth who draws forth the guiding sword shall be known as the goddess's chosen hero, and it is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of apocalypse from the land. Such is his destiny. With the spirit of the blade at his side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below. And united with the spirit maiden, shall bring forth piercing light that resurrects the land. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a world below far more vast than Skyloft. Master, you must embark on a great journey beneath the clouds to the vast realm called the Realm of the Surface. It is only through this journey that you can fulfill the mission set before you by my creator, the goddess. It is also the only method available for you to reunite with the Spirit Maiden, Honorable Zelda. This is no easy task, J-Fries. The world below is a forsaken place, and to reach it you must pierce the cloud barrier below. In living memory, no one has ever done this. This tablet will illuminate a path through the clouds to the land below. Take it and place it within the altar behind me. You've got the Emerald Tablet. Master, the first thing you must do is hit the crest sitting in this room with a skyward strike. These blasts are formed of pure energy and charges within your blade when you lift it skyward. Once you have charged your blade, face the crest and swing your sword. Send out a powerful skyward strike. Alright. There we go. Master J-Fries, it is done. Until now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess has separated the world you know from the one below. The tablet you placed in the altar has opened a small rift in the barrier. You can use it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I have recognized you as my master, and it is my duty to follow you wherever you may go. I reside within your sword and will accompany you in your travels. Press down to summon me whenever you require my assistance. J-Fries, listen a moment. The nature of the great apocalypse mentioned in the old text is a complete mystery to me. But whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have a big role to play in destiny of this land. Just think, if what this fee says is true, Zelda is alive, and no doubt coming to terms with whatever it is the goddess has in store for her. Should you heed the call of destiny, I should know what dangers you may have to face, J-Fries, especially down there. But if you decided to brave the unknown, please find my daughter and bring her back to me. What we've seen here today defies explanation, but it is only the start of your journey. Please see it through and prove the legends true. Do your people proud, J-Fries. Dawn is drawing near. It has been a long night for the both of us, hasn't it? You have a great journey before you, J-Fries, and those clothes. Don't look up to the task. The uniform you were to receive for winning the race should be ready by now. A sturdy uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. Better change before you go. Da 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 da. He looks like Link. That green uniform is what our knights will be wearing this year. To be honest, I've had my doubts about the color. But oddly enough, seeing you wear this uniform, I can't imagine a more fitting color for you. It's as though you were born to wear it. Take care on your journey, and be sure to stop by some of the shops at the bazaar here in town to equip yourself properly for the travels ahead. I will return to my quarters and see if I can glean more useful information from the ancient texts. You're always welcome to stop by if you have questions. You and Zelda shall be in my prayers. May the goddess watch over you and guide you both. May the force be with you. Alright, so let's... I'm actually gonna go back. J-Fries. That green uniform looks good. Looks so adventurous. You sure look like a knight now. The headmaster said you're heading out to look for Zelda. You're really something else. I could never imagine myself doing what you're about to do. I put a lot of work into making this. You should take it with you. Adventure pouch. It's an adventure pouch. It's for adventures. It's neat because you can fit 4 things in it that you really need on your big journey. You can buy all kinds of stuff at the bazaar that you can put in this pouch. You should go look. You could buy potions and a shield. They'd fit in the pouch and they might come in handy for an adventure. J-Fries, I just know you'll find Zelda for us. Why, thank you. I'm actually gonna go... I don't know the... Oh, shit. That isn't where I wanted to go. I don't know the motion controls, so I was actually gonna go... test out the motion control. Or, the fighting controls. The non-motion controls. Okay, that's not too bad. Ah, you just R-stick for that. I see. You really are a strong swordsman, easy to teach too. You make this instructor proud. Are you ready for us to try a spin attack? Right, now I'm going to surround you with logs. Use a spin attack to cut them all without moving from a spot. Click R quickly left and right. Not too hard. So why don't you try a fatal blow? Throw yourself at it. Okay. Okay. Up, down, up. Alright. DL. Up, down, up. I see, it has to be really quick. Are you off to bed, sweetie? A photo blow is also an effective move to use right after you used your shield, or a well-placed spin attack and knock an enemy on its back. Oh, but monsters don't stay down for long, so you'll have to land the fatal blow quick before they get up. Alright. Alright, I feel better about that. Hey, Ghost Girl, how's it going? Save? Save there. Yeah, so far the non-motion controls have been much better. I heard the news, J Fries. Zelda's fallen through the clouds and you're gonna go look for her, is that right? The headmaster told me there's land beneath the clouds. Do you know anything about that? So that's the famous sword. Ah, but it won't do you much good if you don't have a shield to protect yourself with. Here, take this with you. Ba-ba-da-da-da. We got a shield. Cool. Well, it's going well here. I've played Skyward Sword before, not the HD version, so it's kind of a second playthrough. The wooden shield is light and maneuverable, but it's the weakest of all shields. Also, keep in mind that it's particularly vulnerable to fire. If it breaks, you can buy a new one at the bazaar. To equip the shield, hold R and select the shield you want to use. If you're not sure how to use a shield, Knight Commander Aegis Sparring Hall will help teach you. So, that R. Yeah, this is this game originally came out on the Wii, and so it was using motion controls, and so now this is on the Switch. It came out last year. I think it was the summer of 21. Right, let's find out about shields. J Fries, the headmaster told me about Zelda. Poor girl, I'm worried about her. Now, don't know all the details of what's going on here, but that sword you're carrying isn't from Skyloft. It's an ancient artifact that can only be carried by the chosen one. Not the summer of 69. Cool. Yeah, so I played through the whole Zelda series. From the original Zelda on the NES all the way to Breath of the Wild. So, yeah, it was fun playing all of them. I'd only played Breath of the Wild before. Well, I played Minish Cap and Breath of the Wild. So, it was fun kind of going back and playing all of them. So, and then I never played this one, so I thought I'd replay it. that sword you're carrying isn't. I already said that. And since you happen to be the one carrying it, I guess I can figure out a lot of the rest of the crazy story. You know, J. Fries, I just wish there was more I could do for you. But I can offer this as a parting gift. Get ready to learn some moves. It's time to learn the secrets of defense. First, we should start with the basics. When you're worried about defense, take your shield out. Simple stuff, I know, but you need to review the basics. Lower your shields, swing your sword, or press B. Put your sword and shield away entirely. Just be careful when trying to attack while on defense. Every time you swing your sword, you move your shield out of the way. Alright. I see. Whoops. Oh, I see, and I have to do that to put it back. Okay. Oh, ready to talk more about the secrets of defense. If you're ready your shield right before an enemy attack, the force from their shield arm will repel the enemy's attack. This technique is called the shield bash, and it will make the enemy recoil and give it an opening in which to attack. Very useful against enemies who throw weapons at you or just refuse to give an opening for attack. In a real battle, pulling off a defensive maneuver requires a perfect timing. Believe me, you don't want to miss. Why don't you put what you've learned to use? Defense practice log. Okay. Okay, okay. Alright. Ah! Ah! Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on, I did it. Okay. Alright, here we go. Press L just before the enemy attacks. Alright, I did it. Oh, ready to talk more about secrets? Alright. Alright, I think we got enough. I know what button to use. I guess? Let's go to the bazaar and see if there's anything we need to buy. Master, I have an update regarding the stone tablet and the resulting column of light it created. The column of light has appeared to the south of our location, and signs indicate that it has created an opening in the cloud barrier to land below. I must also caution you that descending to the surface armed with only a sword would result in a decreased probability of survival. If you have not already done so, I advise you to purchase a shield and potions at the bazaar in preparation for your journey. Right, that's where I was headed, Fee. Until you so rudely interrupted me. Alright, the potions are like over here. What's this? This guy always frightened me. What is that that my eyes behold? Ooh, young man, that's calamitous visions appear before me. You may choose not to believe, but my eyes foresee a hazardous, thorny road ahead for you. But I can foresee what will befall you, for I am a fortune teller. Trust my piercing eyes. Listen to my pure and innocent voice. I will do no harm. Gaze deeply into my eyes and come closer. Okay, go away. Let's get some potions. Ooh. Hey, you there. Yes, you. The adorable boy with the golden hair. Welcome to the potion shop. You can drink any potion, you can drink our potions when you're injured to fill up your hearts. Hey, you're one of those knights, aren't you? Or one in training at least, Let me tell you, one look at you and I can tell you need my potions by the cauldron full. But don't try to slink away without stocking up. Oh dear, I forgot to ask if you have an empty bottle on you. Just so you know, I can't sell you a potion if you don't have an empty bottle to pour it into. For some reason, I like you though, so I'll give you a spare empty bottle I've been keeping here in the stall. Oh, it's nothing. It's my little gift. You won't hear me say this often, but you can put other things besides potions in empty bottles, so it's a useful thing to carry around. So I guess we probably need to find more bottles. Empty bottles fit in your adventure pouch. Press R to take a look. If you ever get to the point where you can't fit any more stuff in your pouch because it's full, you can always drop items off at the item collector. So what would you like to buy? Red is typically... That's a vat of heart potion. Drink this, dear, and you will replenish 8 hearts. Why don't you pick some for your adventure? It's only 20 rupees. I think I have 20 rupees. Oh, I have 103. He can mix something up for you. Alright, so what's this?
Oh.
Stamina gauge. Oh, stamina. It's blue.
Oh.
Oh, okay. He's like, don't look at that. Revitalization Potion. Simply poured on a broken shield. In moments, the shield will be as good as new. It's amazing. Not only that, but it's multi-purpose. Restore 4 hearts. I'd be so disappointed. That is Guardian Potion. This stuff makes you feel invincible. I mean, I only have 1 bottle. Hello, welcome to my humble little side business over here. It's infuse the potions my wife sells with new ingredients. Well, what do you have? Sure. Oh, I see. I don't have any of that shit. Alright, I say let's go. Let's go to the surface. I guess we should save. Meow. Amazing how these the stamina fruit are just far enough for you to revitalize. All right, let's jump. We're gonna jump. We're jumping. Nothing can stop us. Ah! Alright, so I don't know how... B is slow down. How do I dive? Alright, see, I don't know. Alright. Tilt L. Left or right to turn. Press A. Gain altitude. X to charge. How do I dive, though? Speed up, glide down. Okay. Okay. Now go down. Oh, I guess. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Okay, where are we going? Looks like we're going there. Don't do it, Link. Don't do it. I don't know how to do my sailcloth. This might not end good. I bet you it'll prompt me. This doesn't seem dangerous at all. Parachuting from orbit. Master, please make sure to use your sailcloth when descending from high elevations. Failing to do so has a high probability of resulting in injury. I took the liberty of deploying the sailcloth for you this time, but in the future, you can manually engage it by pressing CR before landing. I was hitting it. Master J. Fries, this is the fabled surface that has been long part of Skyloft legend. By my calculations, you are currently positioned in a location known as the Sealed Grounds. All right. Please proceed with caution, Master. Okay, yeah, this is... Alright, this is me getting used to fighting. Gotta use my shield. There we go. There's gotta be, I think there's hearts right down here. Dun, dun, dun. Game looks so good in HD. That red. Foreshadowing. Plenty of hearts. Okay, let's go here. Master, I have information to report. While these doors appear to have been opened recently, they are now sealed, shut by a powerful unidentified force. Don't remember what I needed to do. Okay. Young one, child of destiny, descended from the sky. Raise the sword of the goddess Skyward. Take aim at the evil aura and unleash its power. Master J. Fries, I'm sensing a change in the area that was triggered by your Skyward strike. I have also detected an aura that correlates closely to your sailcloth. I surmise this aura belongs to Zelda. I can lead you in the direction of this aura through a process known as dowsing. Would you like me to explain this process to you? As you wish, Master. Dowsing is when I detect the presence of an aura, something you wish to search for by using the tip of your sword. The nearer you are to an object emitting the aura in question, the stronger the response will be. This response manifests itself through vibration and sound. The direction of the object emitting the aura is indicated by the purple pointer you see. I was waiting for someone to do Link Hat. No one has done Link Hat until now, Whiskey Smash. Alright, hold on. I know, exactly. How is this even possible? Why would you even try to play it without your Link Hat, right? There. Is that better? There you go. And change the color of the light screen. That's better. Alright, hold up and select Zelda as your dowsing target. Then point in the direction you wish to search. Okay. I think I have to go up. I think I kind of remember. Let's take a quick break and play some words on stream. I need more Diet Coke. I don't want to go too far without doing that. So let's take a quick break. Let's play some words on stream, and I'll be right back with more Skyward Sword HD. See you in a second. back. It's not 2 L's. I keep wanting to make vanilla work. Lobby. I already did that one. All right. Next level. Level 7. I tried anil and it didn't take it. That was not... That used the letters that were there, but it didn't work. It's not a word, apparently. Follows. So what is the N? N is fake? Whoops. Grr. We're doing pretty good on this one. I was gonna say follow. Smash that like button and follow. Hit the bell and you know so you get notified when I start streaming. Solo. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Look at that. We cleared it. Cleared the board. Level 10. Good job. I always say if we can get to level 10, we did good. Exactly. Wolves. It should be wolves. I totally agree. I know this word well. So the no. I-E-T U. The U is fake. Wolf is a verb. Oh yeah, like wolf. He wolfs down his food. go. Each word I see, I think the U. I think the U would be perfect. Well, we passed. All right, here we go. Level 11. 11. The J is probably fake. It is. J is fake. A pretty good amiibo. Think. I guess we'll try. It looks really neat. It's really detailed. I think Neil got it on sale. It's on sale. Travel between the sky and the surface at any time. Yeah. That's what it says. Cool. All right, here we go. Level 12. We think the V is probably fake, right? Yep, V is fake. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea. Alright, wasn't too bad. Level 12 is still good. We got to level 12. We got over 10, so that's good. And thanks. I had a good break. I was able to say good night to Neil. And that's good. So yeah, so here's a better view of this amiibo, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Go there. You probably saw it while we were playing Words on stream, but we are now voting. So if you haven't voted for upcoming games, we got 3 great Castlevania games coming up, and then I'm gonna play Zero Mission. But what am I gonna play in between those games? You decide. So go to that form and vote for your top 4 games. Oops, I didn't stop Words on stream. There you go. Yeah, it's very well. I mean, they really had to mold. I mean, it's all plastic, but I mean, it's pretty amazing. The detail on it. All right, let's get back. And I am enjoying playing this on the controller now. I think I'm just gonna stick with the controller. What is this? Pots for me to smash? I am Link. Like, that's what Link is known for, is smashing pots. Hey, a Revitalization Potion. And a bottle. It's Impa. Ah, a traveler descended from the clouds above. I welcome you, child of fate. Tell me, what is your name? Chiefrise? Ah, Chiefrise. Good, very good. I sense you have already gained control over the sacred power that fills your sword when pointed skyward. The skyward strike is yours to command. It is proof that you are fit to bear the blade you carry, the goddess sword. I have sat here for many years waiting for you to arrive, all so that I could fulfill my purpose as your guide. I would think that would be hard to sit there for very long. You stand under the roof of the sealed temple, a place built by the goddess an eternity ago. Your arrival here was predestined many, many years ago. The spirit maiden you seek arrived here shortly before you descended to this land in a shower of light. There's no doubting it, the gears of fate have begun to turn. Yet, all is not as it should be. The Spirit Maiden was not meant to reach this land in the manner she did. Feel an evil power working in the shadows. It moves to warp the destiny of which you two are part. Chiefrise, you are concerned for the Spirit Maiden and seek her whereabouts, yes? That is understandable, but for now, you must focus on moving forward. That girl has her own purpose she must pursue, as do you. She set out for Farron Woods to discover that destiny for herself, and you must follow. Show me your map. The X upon your map marks the path that will lead you to the Farron Woods. You will be traveling in unfamiliar land. Many monsters have settled here, and a map may not provide guidance enough for your journey. And so I will give you the power to create beacons. When a beacon is marked on your map, a column of light will stand at that location. It will act as your waypoint from afar. Point at the X and press A to place a beacon. Though you cannot see it from where we are, a beacon stands outside to guide you. Leave the temple through the front doors and see for yourself. When you are no longer have a use for a beacon, you can remove it from your map by pressing A. Use your beacons well, and you will never fear getting lost. Go now. You must head to Farron Woods and chase after the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda. On your way out, bathe the contents of the treasure chest within this room. What you find there should prove useful to you on your journey. He took it. Oh look, she unlocked the door for me. Thank you. You're ready to leave through the door before you and head into the woods. I wish you safe travel. Know that all the questions you have now will be answered in time. For now, J-Fries, go bravely. Let's go save again. I assume there's something. Let's go. I like how they kind of integrate the tutorials into stuff. There we go. Uh-oh. Out of the way, scram! Ooh, thanks for jumping in there to rescue me, bud. Just who were those red pests? I did not expect to run into a pack of them in this peaceful forest. Same goes for you. This is the second time I've bumped into one of your kind today. I tell you, all sorts of weird things are going on lately. I owe you big for thanks. I owe you big for taking care of those guys. So let me tell you something fascinating. Hey, bud, I'm Gorko, the Goron. I'm researching the ancient history of these woods here. According to the ancient text, there's some kind of place up above called the Isle of the Goddess, far up in the sky. Apparently, these old statues serve as landmarks for those traveling up to the sky or down from the Isle of the Goddess's place. If you find one, be sure to examine it. Keep tabs on the number of landmarks. They are rumored to be quite useful. Supposedly, this statue is special, as it is said to have the ability to activate all the other statues. The whole thing sounds a little crazy, I know. But I, for one, believe it to be true. Otherwise, why would all these statues be all over the place? It is real head-scratcher, bud. Makes you want to know more, does it not? Yeah. Ah, sounds like I have a fellow connoisseur of ancient cultures here. All right, bud. You had better brace yourself because I'm about to blow your mind. So get this. People actually live on this sky island, and they get around by flying on the backs of huge birds that are way bigger than birds down here. Up there, everyone reveres the goddess, and the residents of all the islands in the sky live in a perfect society, totally free of conflict or unhappiness. That, but from what I can tell, their civilization is way, way more advanced than ours down here. But it does not even stop there, bud. This Isle of the Goddess has even more stuff to marvel at. The place was crafted by the goddess herself, so it figures that it was filled with wonders we do not have here. The buildings are made of gold. An endless spring of mystical water feeds a river through the place. One sip of that stuff and you'll live forever. The trees are heavy with plump fruit that cures all disease. The fields are crowded with pumpkins that never rot. Magic wildfires bloom everywhere. And the weather, oh, the weather, bud. Not too hot, not too cold. No chance of sweaty heat in the garden paradise. That is the Isle of the Goddess. Amazing, right? Wrong. It's a beyond amazing. You want to hear more about it, don't you? Good to hear, bud. I am completely obsessed with this place. I cannot get enough of it. I wish I had more to tell you, but I need to research these statues to learn more. Next time I bump into you, I will give you the latest info. Here, let me activate it for you. Whoa. What in the world just happened? Did you use some kind of magic? The statue reacted the moment you got near it, bud. How crazy is that? I have to examine the... Alright. I see. Goro. What was that? The statue just reacted to you. What did you do? Come on, do not make this big guy beg. I have to know. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Alright, I see. That's just the way to get back. Right, or am I going back? I'm going back to the temple. Where do I go to the map? The map, the map, the map. Remember. Oh, that's right. I forgot I marked it. Master, now that you have accessed the stone statue, you can return to the sky at will. Furthermore, by using a certain amiibo figure, you can return to the sky from anywhere on the surface and come back to where you left. Please call me anytime you'd like to use an amiibo. You can also enable or disable amiibo usages from the options menu. I think... Yeah, I did that. Alright. Thank you, Zab. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. I wonder if I need to... Can I go in it? No. I made it. I don't remember. Oh, that's my map. Now I remember. Master, you have entered Farron Woods. Thank you. The plentiful water in this region clearly sustains a large diversity of flora, including the massive tree. It is logical that the lush plant life and water resources have attracted animal species to the region. Looking at the probabilities, it is extremely likely that Zelda is somewhere in this area. I recommend you continue to use your dowsing ability to search for her. Okay. I guess we'll save again. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, the kiwi. I forgot about the kiwi. Oh, it's gone quiet. Coo! Now there's a green one. I didn't even know they came in green. Don't hurt me, Cooey. Hey, I don't even know if I can go up that. I can. Save early, save often. My motto. Adam. Getting much better. Well, there he is. Master J. Fries, should you have questions about anything, I encourage you to call me with down arrow. Once I summoned, select advice, and then hint, and I'll promptly offer you information pertinent to your current circumstance. Fine. Yes, Master. What information do you seek? It is possible to use your dowsing ability to locate hidden objects or creatures. However, you may need to use your sword to strike an object with a creature hiding behind it in order to scare the creature out into the open. Got it. Go. I keep thinking the bushes are the guy. But there he is. It spotted me again. Kiwi. Huh? You don't want to eat me? Kwee! And come to think of it, why did you fight off all those red monsters? Kapalip. I'm Maki. I'm a Kiwi. You seem okay, even though you're scary. Thanks for helping me. That's weird. Kiku? A little while ago, I ran into another funny animal like you. But that one was a girl. Zelda? What's a Zelda? I don't know who this girl was. Kooky? Kooky? But she was in a bunch of trouble when I saw her. A pack of those mean red guys were after her, Kui. But she escaped with the Kiwi Elder. Master, we have obtained new information on Zelda's current status. This information indicates that she was assailed by monsters, but somehow evaded capture. However, I infer that she is still in significant danger. I have marked the position of the Kiwi known as Maki. Please confirm your current location. Furthermore, my analysis suggests that this Kiwi most likely produces a false positive dowsing reaction due to previous direct contact with Zelda. Using this hypothesis, I theorize there's an 85% chance that the Kiwi Elder will also generate a dowsing reaction for the same reason. I propose you continue dowsing to search for Zelda. You really spooked me. You keep some very strange company, friend. Bleep. It sounds like you're set on finding this friend of the Elder. If you're heading that way anyway, Kui, would you mind telling our Elder that I'm safe? Cheer up, Kui. I bet your friend is safe with our Elder. Thanks. Go this way. Those are dead. I have to run up there. Okay. Oh yeah. I was just trying to change the camera. Here, let me do this. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. You know, I'm still not remembering to lock on. I feel I should have gotten more for that. Okay. I remember that. Not jumping down like that. Ah, there he is. Terrible at this. Kiwi! I keep hearing Breath of the Wild sound effects every once in a while. Like they didn't change it. They used Breath of the Wild used Skyward Sword sound effects, which makes sense. Why go make new sound effects, right? I'm Buka, the Kiwi Elder. I saw the way you spotted me through my ingenious camouflage. Kiwi, are you clearly a master woodsman? Zelda? Ah, the girl creature with the blonde hair. She looked like one of your kind. Yes, she was with me, Kiwi. But now is not the time for such talk. The woods are full of monsters. I am worried about my missing tribe. The stock and worry has made my memories of the girl quite hazy. What? You say you've met some of my people, Kiwi? So, Maki is safe, eh? The monsters, they are still lurking in the forest. I don't dare leave this spot. 3 Kiwis are still unaccounted for. Could I ask you to search for them and make sure they are safe? Yeah, doing Skyward Sword again. I did finish Pokemon Gold. I beat Red. And I was like, I thought it was funny because I beat Red and then boom, credits. So I made a highlight out of it if you go and search on Twitch. I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet, but I'm gonna upload it overnight. Learning that Zelda is no longer with Kiwi Elder is an unfortunate setback, but he may still have useful information. Taking this into account, I calculate an 85% probability that your quest will be aided if you find the lost Kiwis for the Elder. To expedite your search for these forest-dwelling creatures, I have added Kiwis as a dowsing option. Well, that's helpful. Do you need me to explain how to switch dowsing targets? Additionally, I will mark any Kiwis you discover on your map and disable dowsing readings for them. That way, you will not revisit the same Kiwi. This concludes my explanation. When ready, please begin your search for the missing Kiwis. Thanks, Fee. Alright. Let's head this way. What is in here? Wait, I didn't get that rupee. I need cash. Fuck. Yeah, we did it. Let me guess, there's a lot of them. Ow. It helps if I actually target them. Kiwi! You fought all of those red guys, so what does that mean? You're a good guy? See, I've got this problem. My legs have turned to jelly and I can't get down. Hey, think you could help me? I think so. I think I remember how to do this. Let's see if I can do it. Wow! Well, that's one way to help him. Ouch! That was effective. Anyway, thank you. I'm saved. Complete. Really? The Elder was worried about me? Well, I'm glad to hear he's safe. Kowiku? My name's Lopsa. I see the Elder can be please tell him where I am. Oh, Kawi, my legs are still shaking. Here. I'm up. What happens if I go up this tree? Like something I need to go up. Guess I should get hearts. I guess I should use my... Oh. Maybe it's just to... Maybe it's just to do this. Oh! That's gotta be it though, right? Whoops. I was terrible at this. I didn't seem to get the timing. See how it slows down? Oh! Hot. No, no, no. We want to move it. We want to move it. Move it. Alright, let's use our dousing ability. Like this way. Looks suspicious. That way. I go up this. Up that. A relic. All right. Worried that my shield's gonna break. All right, I think we need to go across. Hitting the rope. Oh, look, there's a heart. Or a partial heart. Or quarter heart. Right. Like, I don't quite remember everything about this game. The hole. Ah! Crap. Alright. Have a good one, Whiskey Smash. I'll see you later. Alright, we don't want to go back to the sealed grounds. Oh. I'm not using the R stick to swing. Like, why aren't I swinging? bad at that. Push that down, though. Or I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Alright, let's use our dousing ability. Close. That's the beginning. Like we just gone full circle. Hopefully I didn't screw that up. I need to go this way. Okay. Aha. I wonder if they're through here. Since there's bad guys in here. An ornamental skull. Let me take the time to put it in my collection. Where I was. Other side of that ridge. Like he's just right through here. Don't eat me, I taste terrible. Let me go, Kiwi. Huh? The elder was worried about me? I'm glad to hear he's safe. Coochie. Oh, I'm Olo. If you meet the elder, tell him I'm here. Weep. I don't know if it's safe. I'm gonna stay here for a while longer and wait for those monsters to go away. Alright. Yay! Hey, evil bud. Oh, weep. Go this way. See if we can run up that and get those mines. Nope. It's worth a try. No! It should really like give me a warning. You're about to leave. Up there. That is where I want to go, though. If I can go... Run! Ow. That way. I think we need to go through. Guys are back. Okay. Back dousing again. Haha. Thought maybe I could climb up those vines. There he is. He won't let me. I think I got it all. Oh, there's one sprig left. I've been discovered! And here I thought I was a good hiding place. Go-wee! I'm Erla. You won't find another Kikui in these woods that's half as good as hiding as I am. Except the elder, of course. Kui? I am not detecting any additional dowsing responses in the area. I suggest you go speak with the Kikui elder. Alright. You met the elder? And he's okay? Whew! Glad to hear it, Kui. If you see him again, would you please tell him I'm here? Let's go. Find him right now. I remember this place. Back to the Kikui elder. He's over here. Stuck in here? Yes, I am, except for this rope. I'm so bad at this. I guess I have to change directions. The apex? Where was the key? I guess I could look at my map. Oh, I see him. Yeah, I can. Oh! I can't! Okay, then I go up here. There we go. Getting better. Wee. So all my fellow Kiwis are well. They want me to stop worrying. Ah, excellent. They know me too well. You have a real talent for finding whatever is missing, Kiwi. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you have my thanks. Kiwi, I feel much less worried now. I believe I just remembered where the young lady went. That young girl Zelda, was that her name? Yes, it all coming back to me. She said she had to travel to the temple deep within these woods, Kiwi. Oh, I tried to warn her about how dangerous it was there, but the clever little thing vaulted off my belly and ran off on her own just the same. Yeah, it's where I just was. I think she headed down that way, towards the temple, Kiwi. But be sure to take care. If you follow her, that area is crawling with monsters. Ooh, I almost forgot, Kiwi. As a reward for finding my fellow Kiwis, I will give you a precious Kiwi heirloom. Let me just fetch it for you right now. Kiwi, pardon me a moment. Oh my. Am I supposed to get it? You got the slingshot. With that slingshot, Kiwi, you should be able to find a path into the deep woods where the temple is. Start, why not try shooting that curled up vine over there? Hold ZR to ready your slingshot, then release ZR to fly a shot. If you run out of ammunition, just grab some seeds from the fruit that grows over there. Now go find that girl, be rooting for you. Kiwi. There we go. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Gotta be a save spot around here somewhere. Sometimes it's hard to like change up that move. Ah. This will be where we stop for today. Master, I highly suggest you save the progress of your quest before you set out to the temple deep within the woods in pursuit of Zelda. Thanks. Alrighty. Oh, thanks so much for being here. So I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for being here. So I'll be back on Wednesday, and guess what Wednesday is? Worst Game Wednesday. And we're going to be playing the Zoo Race. So we will be playing the Zoo Race on Wednesday. Yay. I hope you will join me for what will probably be a terrible game. We'll see how long we last. And if we don't last very long, we'll start playing this game again. If you can't be here live, go check out everything over at YouTube, youtube.com/jfriestv. Give me a follow or a subscribe over on there. I upload all the streams over there and do highlights of everything as well. If you came in with a raid and you're just lurking, please follow. And thank you to all these people over here. They're my subscribers. They get all these emotes, and they get ad-free viewing, and they get my appreciation. And if you want to chat during streams, I'm active on my own Discord. So go check out the Discord. Talking about if you have game suggestions. I should also say vote. Go vote. If you haven't already. I'm curious to see what all of y'all are choosing for me to play. I always like voting time because I like tallying it all up and seeing what y'all want me to play. And I don't like revealing ahead of time. All right, let us see who is out there. Raid. Let's see. Let's see what he's up to. I think we might head over to Mr. Savior HD. Maybe. Deciding. Is there anyone else out there that looks interesting? No, I think we'll go there. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. I hope you have a great and wonderful week ahead. I hope to see you back here on Wednesday for Worst Game Wednesday, the zoo race. It's going to be extra terrible. I already set it up to make sure it was working, and it's terrible. Thanks again, everyone. Hope you have a great week. Stay safe. Bye.